Every year, BET puts on a massive show for their award ceremony. The fans tune in to watch the biggest celebrities perform and collect their coveted BET award. The performance that these celebrities put on, it's always elaborate and leaves the fans wowed. That was the case with this year's BET award, as Will Smith put on a great performance. The only thing is, the fans have no idea what this performance represented, and if the fans knew, they wouldn't look at Will Smith the same. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking about Will Smith's BET performance. But before we begin, I just wanted to let my Patreon members know that a new Patreon exclusive is dropping this week. The video is about a police officer who discovers a secret satanic cult for the elite in New York City. If you're one of my members, you can expect that video by the end of this week. If you're not a Patreon member, consider joining. It's only $3 a month, which helps the channel, and you get access to uncensored videos that can't go up on here. You can become a Patreon member by clicking the link in the description. Thank you all. Now let's get right into it. The BET Award is one of the biggest award ceremonies in the entertainment industry. For many years, BET has hosted this award show celebrating that year's most popular celebrities. During these ceremonies, celebrities are chosen to put on an elaborate show for the audience. While the audience is often wowed by the performance, they don't seem to realize the performance they just watched has a dark meaning behind it. In fact, more often than not, it's not even a performance. As crazy as this might sound to some of you, these performances are actually rituals. This is why these award shows are called ceremonies. These celebrities are performing ceremonial rituals for the audience to participate in. While the fans think they're cheering on their favorite celebrity, they are unknowingly participating in an occult ceremony. The celebrity leading the ritual is feeding off the energy of the crowd, and he is directing that energy towards the entity the ritual is being attributed to. These performers are often shown in what's called a magical circle, which is done by occultists and rituals to keep spirits trapped within the circle. A perfect example of this can be found in the 2023 Grammy Awards. Sam Smith had the most talked about performance that year, as he was presented wearing all red with devil horns. He was seen in the center of a burning magical circle while he sang his song Unholy. What Sam Smith was doing was performing a ceremonial ritual that was obviously dedicated to the devil himself. Everything about this performance was a ritual. This is why we see his backup dancers ritually dancing around him during the entire performance. Sam Smith fed off the energy of the crowd and dedicated it to Lucifer as an offering. The entire ceremony is meant to harness the energy of the fans who unknowingly are participating in an occult ritual without their consent. This is the core purpose of these award ceremonies, and most people have no idea. This is exactly what took place this year at the BET Awards, especially during Will Smith's performance. Now I know this might confuse you, as Will Smith was supposedly singing about God and even brought out gospel singer Kirk Franklin. You might be saying right around now, there is no way this performance could have been a ritual. They were rapping and singing about God, but the imagery they showed during the performance tells us otherwise. While Will Smith was rapping about God, which he didn't specify which God, we can see that he is once again inside of a magical circle created with flames. This is the first red flag, as God forbids all forms of magic, and this is already indicating this ceremonial ritual. On top of this, behind Will Smith, we see a massive red moon rising, which again ties back to the occult, as many occultists practice moon magic. The red moon actually represents a rebirth in the occult and is often used during these occult rituals. None of this imagery correlates with a message about the one true God. This is because Will Smith wasn't dedicating this performance to the same God we worship. How do I know this? Well, because Will Smith is an occultist who is actually a part of the Church of Scientology. It is common knowledge Will Smith and his wife are members of the Church of Scientology. Even though they deny being affiliated with the organization, they have been seen at many Church of Scientology events. He also recently got caught for creating a school for kids that taught them all about Scientology in their curriculum. The school was literally labeled a Scientology school, and that is against the rules. The first thing to note about this is that the Church of Scientology doesn't believe in the God us normal people worship. They actually don't believe in God at all, as they teach that people are their own gods. I have made a video breaking down the truth about the Church of Scientology, and it actually connects to the infamous occultist Aleister Crowley and his religion Thelema. The Church of Scientology was created by L. Ron Hubbard, who based the Church of Scientology on his studies of Thelema and Aleister Crowley.
When you say black magic, what are you talking about? Some of the things that I read in the stack of material, it sounds just absolutely unbelievable. What are you talking about when you say this?
Well, the funny thing is that the actual truth is about as far out as Scientology itself. Really, the basis of Scientology, which is rather hidden and covered over, is the occult, the deep involvement with satanic powers that he felt. That he was deeply involved with a British black magician called Aleister Crowley, and through putting himself in deep hypnotic trance and the use of drugs on himself, he wanted to become the most powerful.
Scientology is an occult group that practices ritual magic. Will Smith is a part of the Church of Scientology. He is not a Christian, nor does he worship God. Will Smith sees himself as a god through the teachings of the occult. In fact, Scientology is a front for Thelema. It's the mainstream version of Thelema. So when Will Smith was quote-unquote praising God, he wasn't praising the one true God, he was praising whatever he worships in Thelema. This also further confirms what everyone pretty much already knew about Kirk Franklin. He is a sellout who isn't really on the side of God. During this BET performance, Will had the audience watching giving their energy to whatever Will Smith was conjuring. Smith is an occultist, not a servant of God. Just like the rest of the huge music stars, we can see Smith showing his Masonic association. We can see him doing the one-eye symbolism that these celebrities love to do so much in many different photos. We see so many of these celebrities doing this one-eye symbolism, but still people think nothing of it. If so many celebrities have been doing this exact pose, you know that it must mean something. I have come to believe that Smith himself is also a Freemason. In one of his photos, we can see him secretly admitting to being a Freemason, as he can be seen doing the Masonic hidden hand. The same pose he did during the Oscar ceremony when he slapped Chris Rock. In one of Will's early hit songs, Parents Just Don't Understand, we can see several Masonic symbols in the background of the music video. I have noticed that in many older music videos, the Masonic symbolism was often very subtle. A far stretch from today where the symbolism is much more open and all over the place. Still, it's undeniable that it was showing that he is a Masonic puppet. Will Smith has sold out since the beginning. It's actually rumored that he sold out to Benny Medina and Quincy Jones, getting involved with them romantically for his opportunities on The Fresh Prince. He was also recently exposed by a former assistant who caught him allegedly hooking up with another male actor.
You see the hundreds of celebrities that I've done business with, done things with. And during the latter years of our relationship, Will was not my friend. I was his friend. I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation. And then I saw acts that when I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin. Door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having sex with Will. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing, like murder. It was there.
Will Smith sold this soul years ago, and now he is being used to push Scientology onto the fans. Don't let these celebrities fool you just by mentioning God. When they mention God, they do it to put our guards down. This way they can misguide you. Will Smith's BET performance was clearly a ceremonial ritual. In no way was it dedicated to the one true God. We must stay vigilant and not get misguided by the plans of the enemy. They want you to blindly follow what they say without asking questions. Always question these award shows, as they are meant to honor false idols, not God. Well, I'm gonna end this one here, but before you guys go, I just wanted to remind you to make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on so you don't miss any new content. For those who want to further support what I do, consider joining the Patreon. For $3 a month, you get access to a library of over 28 exclusive uncensored videos that are not available here on YouTube. I am also about to post a new exclusive video about a police officer who discovered an elite satanic cult in New York City. If you want to join and further support the channel, the link is in the description. You can also further support the channel by buying a True Fizz t-shirt. I just recently had these designs made, so if you want to further support the channel, check out the True Fizz store. You can find the link to the store in the description as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.